The YoloBox Pro is a multi-platform, multi-camera streaming device, and it's the most efficient product for this use that I've ever come across. I haven't been too interested in live streaming in the past, but this product could definitely change that. The YoloBox Pro has a built-in battery, very bright screen, and a bunch of ports. This allows you to connect up to 3 video streams through the HDMI ports, 1 video stream through the USB port, and additional video pre-recorded content through the SD card slot. You can preview your video stream through the built-in screen, or you can use an external display with the HDMI out. For audio, there's a mic in and a line in, or you can use audio from one of your HDMI ports. And for monitoring audio, there's a headphone jack, which is a nice touch. In the box comes one USB-C to C charging cable, one USB-C to A charging cable, an Allen key, a SIM tool, and a cold shoe mount. All in all, the build quality of the YoloBox Pro is really good. The plastic feels really solid. There's a tripod screw at the bottom for different mounting options, and there's also a built-in cooling fan, which is going to stop it from overheating. I would happily use this device in a professional setting. And if you do want to beef it up a little, there is an external cage that you can buy, which is going to allow you to attach handles or extra thread mounts. And it's also going to provide some clamps for your cables just to make sure that they don't come out. I found that the battery life is pretty good, lasting at around an hour or just over an hour. And that's going to be good enough for most live streams, but if you do have a longer one, then all you need to do is plug it into the USB-C port and it'll be able to run indefinitely. In terms of internet connectivity, YoloLive hasn't skimped on anything. You can connect it wired through the Ethernet port, you can connect directly through the Wi-Fi network, or you can even add a 4G SIM card into the device. And that means you can basically live stream from anywhere. You don't even need a Wi-Fi signal. And I've tried all 3 of these methods and they all seem to work really well actually. Of course, you're going to be limited by your 4G connection or your Wi-Fi speed, but that's pretty standard for any live streaming situation. The YoloBox Pro has a bunch of really cool features that I'm going to go through in this video. But what I really loved about it is that I found everything was super intuitive. I didn't even need to touch the manual, and just playing around with the device for a bit, I was basically able to figure out everything I needed to know with it. To fully test the YoloBox Pro in a real live stream demonstration, I decided to take it outside. And for this demo, I decided to use 2 Sony a7S IIIs. These are going to be directly connected to the YoloBox Pro. And then in addition to that, a DJI Air 2S drone. And this is going to be connected through a Hollyland wireless transmission system from the smart controller to the YoloBox Pro. And in addition to that, we also have an SD card with some pre-recorded content. So we're going to take that out, see what we can do, and play around with it and go through a bunch of my favorite features of the YoloBox Pro. Okay, so we've come out to the park here and we're going to run a demo live stream. We're just going to run this straight to YouTube and we're going to make it an unlisted video because we don't actually want it to go up. But it's going to be a live stream with our A camera over there, we've got a B camera over shoulder so you can see the YoloBox Pro, and then we've actually also got a drone here. So we're going to be flying the drone for our 3rd video stream, which is actually pretty cool. So just to start, I'm actually going to launch the drone and get it into position, and we're going to switch to HDMI 3 on our feed. So we're going to see where we are in this situation, and we're under those trees over there. And you can see the traffic behind us there. And I'm just going to let it go there. So now what we're going to do is going to go live. And to do that, you just click go live. Okay, so we've got our drone set up for an ultra wide angle over there. I'm going to switch to it here. HDMI 3, that's just more for fun to show what you can do. And we're actually live here. So you can see it says live and we're streaming to YouTube. So first and foremost, we're going to do the basics of what you would want to do when you're running a live stream, and just to show what this is capable of. And firstly, we've got our different video feeds here, and it's super easy to just switch between them. You literally just tap the screen and you can switch between all your different feeds. And then if we go into more advanced settings, there's a few cool things we can do here. One of them is to add image overlays. So with that, you can add stuff like lower thirds where you can add a title. So we're going to add it there, and now we've got hello and hey there just as a demo. To delete that, we just hold down, delete. To add another overlay, we just tap the plus. We got images, countdown timer. This is quite a cool one. So we add a countdown timer. You can choose your font, your color, and this is all built in. There's no need for another external streaming software, anything like that. And if we go done here, when we add it, we've got our countdown timer there. So this is cool for before your live stream actually starts. And next, we're going to show what you can do with an additional video source through SD card. So we've got an SD card in here with a few preloaded videos, and we're just going to play one of them. And now we've got another stream over here, which is a pre-recorded video, which can also be pretty useful for any type of pre-roll ad or whatever you want to put before you live stream or even during. And we're going to switch back to our main one there. Going to go to the smaller view. And then another cool thing we can do is we can actually do picture-in-picture video. So I can have this as my main screen next, and then add in the over-the-shoulder shot as my secondary screen. And I can move it around wherever I want, make it the right size, put it in the corner, and we go done. And then picture-in-picture video is now a feed. And now we've got our main screen as the main screen, and then we've got a smaller over-the-shoulder shot in the corner. So that's a really nice little touch as well. And to go away from that, we just delete our picture-in-picture video profile. Another cool thing I like to do is actually add transitions between the videos. So for that, we go to our settings, we go to our video source transitions, and now what we can do is we can set our video streams to actually have a transition between them. So I've selected fade here, so now whenever I transition, it's going to nicely fade between the scenes. And there's a bunch of different options like wipe. These are more like your standard transitions you'll find in most video editing softwares. Now for audio, what we can do is we can actually use any of the audio ins from our 3 different video sources here, or the SD card slot. For this scenario, we're going to use our main camera for audio because that's what my mic is connected to. But we can also use the mic in or line in input. So that's a really nice wide array of sound options that we have for this stream. Another really cool feature of this that I was surprised to see is they've actually got an automatic keying feature. So if you have a green screen or blue screen behind you, you can just turn the keying on and you can choose a background image and it'll automatically put a green screen in the image for you, which is actually really cool and helpful. I'm not using that now because I've just got a park behind me, but it's so easy to use and just add in if you want to. So next we've got our video output mode, and this is HDMI out or DisplayPort out, and this allows you to actually monitor from this HDMI out what your live stream is displaying on screen if you don't want to use this monitor or you have another bigger screen that you're using. Then we've even got encoding settings. So we're on CBR right now, which is constant bitrate, and we can also change the bitrate of our stream and the FPS. So that's pretty cool. If you're running a slower internet connection, you can run a low bitrate and your streaming should be fine. So another really cool little feature on here is there's actually a comment tab. So I can see here all the comments coming through from my YouTube live stream. Obviously there's none because it's unlisted, but when they are there, you've got easy access to them and it's going to be really easy to respond to any comments you might have. So that's just a quick demo of a little live stream you might do with the YoloBox Pro, and honestly I can't emphasize about how simple and easy it is to use. I mean, without any user manual or guide, you can basically figure out all these settings by playing with it for a bit by yourself. And in terms of using it outside, there is quite a lot of glare on the screen for the camera, but for myself I can see everything really clearly, and it's also really cool to be able to stream straight through a 4G signal. Which is what it's doing now. It's uploading at 2000 kilobits a second, which is what we asked for, and it's been going strong this whole time. So that's it for this outdoor live stream demo, and we're going to head back to the studio. I think the ultimate goal of this device is to make live streaming really easy and simple, and it definitely accomplishes that in my opinion. It removes so many of the things previously needed for live streaming. You don't need a laptop, you don't need a desktop PC, you don't even need a Wi-Fi connection, you don't need capture cards, you don't need streaming software. All of that is built into one easy to use device. And that's why I would definitely recommend this device for people looking into getting into live streaming, or people who've even been doing it for a while who are looking to make their workflow more efficient and easy. If you are interested in this product, I will have a link to it in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. And if you did, please feel free to subscribe to see more like it in the future.